You wake up tired even after sleeping. You check your phone before your eyes fully open. One notification turns into 20. One video turns into 2 hours. Suddenly it's night again. And deep down, you know something feels wrong. Not physically. Mentally. Like your life is moving, but you're not actually living it. And the scariest part is nobody notices. Your parents think you're lazy. Your friends think you're fine. Teachers think you don't care. But inside your head, it's loud. Constantly loud. You overthink every text message. Every awkward moment. Every mistake from 3 years ago. You compare yourself to people your age becoming successful while you can barely stay focused for 10 minutes. And every night you tell yourself tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow you'll wake up early. Tomorrow you'll stop wasting time. Tomorrow you'll finally become disciplined. But tomorrow keeps turning into the same exact day. Over and over again. And slowly, your teenage years are disappearing. Not because someone stole them from you. Because you're unconsciously killing them yourself. That sounds harsh. But listen carefully. Most teenagers are not ruined by one big mistake. They're destroyed by small habits repeated every single day. Scrolling when they should be sleeping. Escaping instead of facing reality. Living inside their phones while real life slowly fades away in the background. And the craziest part. Your brain actually starts enjoying it. Psychology calls this dopamine addiction. Your mind gets trained to chase quick pleasure instead of meaningful progress. That's why studying feels painful. Working out feels impossible. Reading feels boring. Your brain has been rewired to need constant stimulation every few seconds. Think about it. When was the last time you sat alone without touching your phone? Without music. Without distractions. Without opening another app because silence made you uncomfortable. That's not normal. And deep down, you know it. The reason you feel lost isn't because you're weak. It's because your mind never gets a moment to breathe. You're consuming thousands of people's opinions every single day and calling it entertainment. But eventually it becomes poison. You start feeling behind in life before your life has even started. You see another teenager making money online. Another guy with the perfect body. Another person surrounded by friends. Another relationship. Another glow up. And your brain quietly whispers, why can't that be me? So now you don't just feel sad. You feel defective. Like everyone else received instructions for life except you. And here's the scary psychological truth nobody talks about: the more you avoid your problems, the bigger they become inside your head. That assignment you keep delaying. It's not just homework anymore. It becomes anxiety. That goal you keep ignoring. It slowly becomes insecurity. That version of yourself you know you could become. It starts haunting you. Because every teenager has two voices inside them. One voice wants comfort. The other wants greatness. And right now, comfort is winning. You say you want to change, but your actions are exposing the truth. You stay awake until 3 a.m. watching people live instead of building your own life. Yeah. That one probably hurt. Good. Because maybe nobody has called you out like this before. You're not too young to waste your life. In fact, these years are shaping who you become forever. The habits you build now become the person you are later. That's why some teenagers become mentally strong while others stay trapped in cycles they can't escape. And no, this isn't about becoming perfect. It's about waking up before your life becomes something you regret. Because one day you're going to miss this version of yourself. The younger you. The teenager with potential. The teenager who still had time. And maybe that's what hurts the most. You know there's more inside you. You feel it during those random late-night moments when motivation hits for 5 minutes. You imagine becoming confident, disciplined, respected, happy. But then morning comes, and you go back to the same routine again. That cycle is destroying millions of teenagers right now. Not drugs. Not alcohol. Distraction. Endless distraction. And the worst part about distraction is it feels harmless. Nobody warns you about wasting your life slowly. Because it doesn't look dangerous. It looks comfortable. But comfort has ruined more dreams than failure ever did. Read that again. Comfort has ruined more dreams than failure ever did. Here's another psychological truth. Your brain believes what you repeatedly do. If you constantly quit, your brain learns that quitting is your identity. If you constantly procrastinate, your brain starts associating effort with pain. That's why every day you delay change, becoming disciplined feels harder. But the opposite is also true. The moment you start keeping promises to yourself, even small ones, your identity begins changing. One workout. One productive morning. One night without wasting 6 hours online. That's how confidence is actually built. Not through motivation. Through proof. And maybe nobody told you this, but confidence is not something you find. It's something you earn by surviving difficult moments instead of escaping them. So if you're sitting here feeling behind in life, listen carefully. You are not supposed to have everything figured out as a teenager. Nobody does. The problem is your generation was raised watching highlight reels all day, so now normal life feels like failure. You think you're falling behind because someone on social media told you success should happen instantly. But real growth is boring. Real growth is invisible at first. Real growth happens when nobody is clapping for you. That's why most people never change. They want the result without surviving the process. Let me ask you something. How many more nights are you going to spend hating yourself while doing absolutely nothing to change? And be honest, when was the last time you felt genuinely proud of yourself? Not distracted. Not entertained. Proud. Because that feeling is disappearing from teenagers everywhere. Most people your age are overstimulated, emotionally exhausted, and secretly lonely. Even surrounded by people. Even laughing in group chats. Even posting stories every day. Loneliness doesn't always look sad. Sometimes it looks like constant distraction. And if any part of this video feels painfully accurate, comment "wake up" below. I genuinely want to know how many people feel trapped in this cycle. And tell me the one habit you know is ruining your life the most. Because admitting the truth might be the first real thing you've done for yourself in a long time. But listen, this video is not here to shame you. It's here to remind you that your story is not over yet. You still have time. Time to rebuild your mind. Time to rebuild your habits. Time to become someone your younger self would actually admire. But eventually, time stops waiting. One day you wake up and realize your teenage years are gone. And the person you become next will be built from the choices you're making right now. Every scroll. Every excuse. Every delay. Every promise you break to yourself. It's all shaping you. So please, stop waiting for some magical future version of yourself to suddenly fix everything. That person does not exist. The only person coming to save your life is the version of you that decides to change after hearing this. And if you remember anything from this video, remember this one line. Your teenage years are either building you or breaking you. And right now, the choice is still yours.